Have you ever wondered how to find as many valid emails as possible inside Clay at the most economical rate? In this video, I will show you a secret data provider directly inside Clay, which already bundles 20 providers into one subscription, which finds all of the emails that can be found. And thirdly, it already has email verification included, including catch-all verification, and only charges you if the email is actually valid after going through different verification layers. My name is Roman, co-founder at BetterContact, and I've been working in the contact data space for over 2 years now, focusing on email enrichment and mobile phone enrichment. And without further ado, let's dive right into it. BetterContact is a waterfall enrichment solution which aggregates 20 plus data providers into one subscriptions. One of the biggest advantages is that it only charges you for an actually valid email. Normal verification as well as catch-all verification are already included. And the best thing is you only get charged when the email verifier says this email is a valid email. And if there is no valid email found, you neither get charged for the email itself or the verification. Because I only pay 1 credit if the email is actually valid, and I pay 0 credits when the email is not valid or no email has been found. This of course makes it less of a black box, because now you know what you pay for. The second reason why BetterContact is so widely used among Clay power users is that it also includes database email finders. Integrated email finders are algorithm finders, so they have a very similar way of finding an email. But the problem with them is that they are not able to detect abnormal patterns such as a number or a specific department tag inside of the email. That's why BetterContact has a balance of algorithm finders as well as email databases. So this allows you to also find emails such as alex7@amazon.com or alex-hr@amazon.com. This does not only mean that you have the maximum amount of emails that can be found, but you also get access to leads and their email addresses, which 99% of people as well as your competitors can find. So in the end, you have access to untouched leads, which allows you to maximize your closing rate, because these leads only rarely receive an email. So let me show you how you can give BetterContact a try inside Clay completely for free. To start off, you can either use BetterContact with Clay credits or with API, and thus your own BetterContact credits. For demonstration purposes, we will use the own API key, and I will also show you how to set that up easily. To add your own API key, just click here on Add Enrichment, and then on Integrations, go over to BetterContact and click on Find Work Email. And now you can look here on Select BetterContact Account, click on Add Account, and now you will be able to paste in your credentials. So it's very important that you type here the email, and then instead of the actual password, type in the API key, which you're able to find inside your API cockpit. And then click on Test Account and Save, and now it's already connected. Perfect. Now you're here in this interface, and as you can see, you're able to map the columns. And for BetterContact, you only need the person's name and the company name and or the domain, right? So most email finders take the company domain only as an input, but you can also give BetterContact only the company name. So we will map the columns accordingly now. Here you'll see the person's name, the company name, and the company domain, right? So what we'll do then is continue to add fields. And now it's important to also add the status, right? So contact email address as well as the contact email address status. And now you're able to click here on Save and run 3 rows in this view. Now BetterContact is requesting up to 20 data providers, so it's possible that it takes a little bit of time because we also do the 4-layer verification. So it does not work instantaneously, but it takes a little. Great, so now you can see the enrichment is done, and there are 3 statuses. So the first one is catch all safe, deliverable, and here not found. And not found either means that the email has actually not been found, or that there has been an email found, but it has been invalidated by our verification layers. And you will only get actually charged if it's a catch-all safe or a deliverable email. The huge advantage is here that normally you would have been charged 1 credit for the email finding tool and 1 credit for the verification. So as you can see in the second row, you would have paid 2 times, and in the end, you would have gotten out nothing usable. If you've used your own BetterContact API key, you can also check transparently what exactly happened. So go to API usage, and then we will go on the call on the first one. And basically, what you'll be able to see, this is a result where Clay said no email found, but actually there has been an email found inside BetterContact. But this one is actually a catch-all, not safe, right? So as mentioned before, usually you would have been charged for this, but in this case, all of these providers have been requested, and an undeliverable email has been found here as well 3 times, and 3 times BetterContact disqualified that email, right? So normally you would have been charged 3 times by the email finder, 3 times by the verification tool, and still wouldn't have got out anything usable. I hope I was able to help you maximize your Clay results on email enrichment. Don't hesitate to reach out if there are any questions, and make sure to check out BetterContact with the free credits and the free API access. And thank you for watching.